Yo, what is up, Zexbeast? Crazy Rabbit here, and previously I made a video called Bowie Knife, is it worth it on high rounds? I believe that's what it was called. It was called something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was called, and you guys seem to really enjoy that, so I thought I'd make a series sort of where I just go over certain things in zombies, and I talk about it if it's worth it to actually have for high rounds. So today's video is going to be all about Mule Kick, so let's go and get this shit started. So when Mule Kick was first introduced, I remember thinking like this was a great idea. I remember in World at War, I would always have to do that Betty glitch to actually get 3 weapons, and that last weapon you couldn't even pack-a-punch because if you did, you lose a different weapon. So really in World at War, if you did the Betty glitch, you'd get 2 pack-a-punch weapons and then like 1 wall weapon or something that you couldn't even pack-a-punch. Which really, looking back on it now, isn't really worth it, but back then it was still pretty fun to do and it was still awesome just to have 3 weapons. And then when they brought Mule Kick back, I thought this was a great idea, but as I started to get better at zombies and as I started to go to more and more far rounds, I started to see that Mule Kick really wasn't worth it. I never really saw myself getting Mule Kick. There's just so many other perks that are actually helpful, and Mule Kick isn't really something that I can see myself wanting if I'm going to go for far rounds. And the reason for that is because there's really not a lot of weapons that can do damage on far rounds. There's really not a lot of weapons that do infinite amount of damage or incredibly high amount of damage. So if I'm playing on Kino, my main zombie killing weapon is the Thunder Gun, and I might have like a ray gun for dogs or something like that, because once you start to get up to high enough rounds, that ray gun ain't gonna do crap. So really the only thing that's gonna kill anything is the Thunder Gun. So what's the point of having Mule Kick if you're trying to go for far rounds? Like maybe you want to have like a 3rd weapon just for YOLO's sake, I guess? But there's really no point in having it because the only thing that's gonna kill zombies is the Thunder Gun. Now there's only a couple maps I can see Mule Kick being somewhat worth it, and that's Origins and Die Rise. Those are the only 2 maps that I would even maybe consider getting Mule Kick, but only if I get it for free or as another perk. So if I'm playing on Origins, I'm going to get my 4 original perks. I'm going to get Jug, Stamina, Speed, and Electric Cherry. Those are my first 4 perks that I'm going to get. And then I'm going to get Double Tap for free, and then that's really my setup. And if I can happen to get Mule Kick, I'll get it, but it's not something I'm going to be going after, because my main weapons are going to be the Staff and the Ray Gun Mark II. There's really nothing else I'm going to want, because anything else isn't really going to be worth it. I mean, I could get the Mauser or something like that, or I could get like the Scar H or something, but I'd rather just honestly stick with the Staff. It's a lot faster and it's a lot better. And if I ever ran out of ammo in that, I'm just going to use the Ray Gun Mark II to try to get a max ammo. Now, the only reason I can see yourself getting Mule Kick is if like you're out of ammo completely, and you need another weapon to try to get a max ammo, then maybe you want to hit the box and try to get like the Scar H or something like that to try to get another max ammo. But other than that, there's really no need for 3 weapons because 2 is just going to do you fine. You'll be fine with that Ice Staff and the Ray Gun Mark II. Now if you're playing on Die Rise, I can kind of understand if you want Mule Kick, because I would get the Squiglifier, Ray Gun Mark II, and that SVU, because the SVU is just an amazing weapon. It is so powerful, I would honestly consider putting that in a Wonder Weapons category. That's how strong it is. So I mean, if you want to get Mule Kick on Die Rise, I can kind of understand that, because those 3 weapons are actually going to do something. There's no need for 3 weapons because if you're going for far rounds, the main weapon you're going to use for killing zombies is going to be the Wonder Weapon. And traps, depending on which map you're sort of playing on. And almost every other weapon in the box or on the wall isn't really going to do crap. So there's really no reason to have 3 weapons when one of those weapons, or maybe even 2 depending on which game you're playing, aren't really going to be able to kill zombies. And another reason that I never grab Mule Kick is because I've actually experienced this a lot. I'll be training my zombies up somewhere, hypothetically say I'm on Kino, I'm training my zombies up where I always do, and spawn, and then I'm about to get cornered, and say I have the Ray Gun out for some reason, and I try to switch to the Thunder Gun. But my next weapon isn't the Thunder Gun. My next weapon is my 3rd weapon. So I switch from the Ray Gun to the PM63 for some fucking reason. I don't know why I have it. And then I try to overcorrect that, and I keep pressing the switch weapon button, and I never actually get to the Thunder Gun to save my life. So sometimes when you have 3 weapons, it's kind of hard to switch to like your main weapon if you're about to get stuck in a corner or something like that. So like I said, if you're playing on Kino and you're about to get cornered and you want to switch to the Thunder Gun and you don't have it out, you might accidentally go over it when you're trying to switch to it if you have 3 weapons. But if you just have 2, you know you just have to press it once and you're good. So in my opinion, Mule Kick is pretty good if you're just playing around with friends, or if you're trying to get like an Easter egg or something done. But if you're trying to go for far rounds, Mule Kick is something I would kind of stay away from. I really wouldn't go after it. There's really no need to get it unless you get it for free. But even then, sometimes I just kind of avoid it at all costs, because like I said, if I want to switch to the Thunder Gun immediately to get myself out of a jam and I have 3 weapons, you might accidentally skip over it or something like that. And I've been there. I've done that a lot. That's why I'm saying it. So I really would kind of avoid Mule Kick at all costs unless you're playing on Die Rise. Die Rise, I can kind of definitely see you getting Mule Kick. Any other map, I really just don't see any use for Mule Kick. That's the only map I can see actually getting it on. So I'm very curious to know what do you guys think, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys could, please give it a like and subscribe if you're ready. Peace.